A DNA test destroyed my brother's life forever. I am writing this right now. And maybe you are thinking,
when the hell will this story start?
But you need to wait a bit. Because what you are about to hear is not normal. It is insane.
It might crash your brain.
Trust me, this really happened. And it changed my brother's life forever. A year ago,
on a cold evening in Seattle,
I was preparing dinner.
Something special for my wife.
After a long, exhausting day, candles were lit. The sauce was slowly simmering on the stove. And I was imagining the look on her face when she walked through that door. Then the doorbell rang. I was a bit surprised. Nobody said they were coming. Then it rang again. Longer. Louder. Something was wrong. I opened the door. And it was my brother. His face was pale. His hands shaky. He did not even say hi. He just said,
I need to talk to you. We walked into the kitchen.
He sat down. Hands clenched.
Eyes wide open.
Like he had just seen something from a nightmare. Then he said, Lynn is not my daughter. For context, Lynn is his 5-year-old daughter. Or at least, she used to be. He and his wife, Emily, lived a quiet life in Tacoma. They seemed fine, loving, stable. I was speechless. He told me that as Lynn got older, she started looking less and less like him. At first he brushed it off. But the doubt, it kept growing. Until it started eating him alive. So he took a DNA test. He secretly collected their saliva and sent it to a lab. 5 weeks later, he got the results. He opened the email. While sitting in his car, the words stared back at him. Negative. He was not the father. He drove straight to my house.
In total shock.
His whole world collapsed. He loved that little girl. And he loved Emily. They were everything to him. And now, they were both gone in one email. After talking for about an hour, he said he was going home. He had to talk to her. He seemed a bit calmer. So I let him go. That night, I waited for my wife to come home. I needed to tell someone. I texted my brother a few times. But he never responded. My wife and I were still talking. When my phone rang, it was his neighbor. His voice was panicked. Your brother just got arrested. He assaulted his wife. She is in the hospital. My parents lived nearby. So they picked up Lynn. Emily was in critical condition. And my brother was in jail. The next day, I tried to see her. But only close family were allowed. She was badly hurt. 2 days later, my brother called from prison. He asked, "How are you?" I said, "I am in shock.
I feel guilty.
Maybe I could have stopped this. But none of that matters now." What happened? He paused. Then said,
I pulled into bed.
Then went to talk to Emily.
She denied everything.
And walked away. I snapped.
I lost control.
Everything after that is a blur.
You might think.
This story can't get any crazier. But you would be wrong. He was sentenced to 2 years. Emily spent over 6 months recovering. And then, she took a DNA test too. And the result? She is not the mother either. I am not kidding. Neither of them are Lynn's biological parents. Emily filed for divorce. But she took Lynn with her. She refuses to give her up. Because Lynn is still the little girl she raised, fed,
sans tout,
and loved for 5 years. My brother is now alone in prison, depressed, regretful, grieving a family that was never truly his. And now,
the biggest question, Romain.
Would you trade the child you have loved and raised for 5 years for a child you have never met, but who carries your blood?